is foretelling His final judgment upon a great evil which began at the Tower of Babel, and which has only grown as politics, religion, and science have become more sophisticated, until finally the whole world is united in the pursuit of Satan's ancient lie. This is Babylon, revived and headquartered in Rome, that will be destroyed, never to be inhabited again. So once again, he says Babylon is worldwide and it's a symbolic system. So why isn't Israel also symbolic and global or worldwide if it's found in the same book of Revelation? Now the Bible tells us that God's faithful living saints, the 144,000, are going to be marked for death. During the tribulation, there will be a death decree over their heads. Let's read about it in Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. Revelation chapter 13 and verse 15. Speaking about this beast that rises from the earth, he was granted power to give breath to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast to be what? To be killed. So whoever doesn't worship the beast and his image or receive the mark, there will be a death decree against those people. By the way, do you know where this whole scene comes from? It comes from the story of ancient Babylon. Daniel chapter 3. Let me ask you, in Daniel chapter 4, did Nebuchadnezzar for a while live like a beast? Yes, he did. Did he raise an image? He most certainly did. Did he command everyone to worship the image that he had raised up? Yes. What did he say would happen if people didn't worship the image? They would be what? They would be killed. Does that sound familiar? It's very similar to Revelation 13. Only in Daniel chapter 3, this is happening in literal Babylon with 3 literal Hebrews. And this is a literal image. And Nebuchadnezzar lived for a while as a literal beast. At the end time, it will be a symbolic beast raising up a symbolic image that will be global in scale and will command everyone to worship. Are you with me? And Israel will not be literal Hebrews. It will be spiritual Hebrews or spiritual Israelites. By the way, did the 3 young men go through a severe time of trouble such they had never seen in their life? Yes, they were thrown into a burning fiery furnace, heated how many times more than before? 7 times more than before. That prefigures the period of the plagues. It's the worst period in human history, the worst tribulation in human history. But what happened with those 3 young men who stood before the beast and his image and refused to practice worship? What happened with them? Jesus himself intervened and he delivered his people from certain death. Is that what's going to happen with God's people on a global scale at the end of time? His spiritual Israel, who will be condemned to death by spiritual worldwide Babylon. Absolutely. And of course that group are called the 144,000. And as I mentioned before, the culmination of the tribulation period will be when Jesus Christ comes on the clouds of heaven to rescue his people from certain death. Let's read about it in Revelation chapter 19 and verses 11 through 16. Revelation chapter 19 verses 11 through 16. It says here, "Now I saw heaven opened, and behold, a white horse. And he who sat on him was called Faithful and True, and in righteousness he judges and makes war.